Transport is embedded in our society, but with a large carbon footprint and dependence on oil, we need to change the way we move goods and people. Findings from social science has helped us understand more about the economics of the transport sector, investments in infrastructure, our transport habits, how we choose type of transport, car use, traffic culture. The research project Sustainable Consumption of Automobility is exploring how we need to change ways of manufacturing and using cars for a sustainable future of transport.
Within environmental issues, transport is one of the big ones. It keeps popping up because transport is so crucially intertwined in all our activities. Transport is crucially important in all environmental areas. So even when people look at environmental change in other areas, sooner or later they come across transport. The challenge there is really that technology is often available to make quite radical changes, but the barriers to introducing that technology are often in the social area. It can be psychological. People need to adjust to a new type of technology. It can be institutional. I mean, we have embedded institutions that work with existing transport systems, and to change those is very difficult, actually more difficult than to change technology. Then there are regulatory regimes which are sort of based on what we've got rather than what we might have in the future. So it's really all those social and cultural aspects that need to be tackled. It's often the technology that's already available. Society is crucially dependent on transport. First of all, personal transport to get to the services we want, to get the goods we want, to go to work, to go to school, university and that sort of thing. But also the transport of goods is very important. Everything we buy, all the services we need, at some stage have a transport stage in them, and that's something we often forget. So transport is sort of embedded in our economy and embedded in all the goods and services we buy. At the moment, transport uniquely is extremely dependent on fossil fuels, for more than 90% dependent on fossil fuels. So although alternative energy sources have made inroads in other areas, such as electricity generation and in industry, in transport it's been a challenge really to do that. Now, one of the things we can do about that is by electrifying transport, which means that we can use the much greener electricity generating capacity to then feed into our new electric vehicles. So that's why electric vehicles are becoming popular. So far the focus has often been on technology and greener technology, particularly in transport, looking at alternative technologies. But bringing those technologies to market, getting them implemented, there are often social and economic barriers that stop them. And that is why really social scientists need to come in to help understand those barriers and then see what we can do about breaking them down so that the technology can be implemented.